Hello, gentlemen and lady. This is KWEG, otherwise known as Kill with Enemy Guns, or Kill with Every Gun for those of you who did not know. Today, guys, this is a gameplay commentary, the first episode, the actual real episode of KWEG. Now, I got this comment suggestion for this class to use, and guys, these are the official rules of KWEG as they've been refined. Each game must consist of a 30 to 10 KD ratio at bare minimum. I have to get a 3-0 at least. On top of that, guys, every week I will be accepting user submissions. I'm not quite sure yet as to who will be getting the selection. It is either the first person to comment a class and or the first person to get a top comment of the class of choice. Guys, I will not be accepting repeat weapons. But however, please know this, guys, that if you do want to vote for a weapon, it can be any weapon other than launchers and or riot shield, including the knife. The knife is actually a weapon that can be used in KWEG. So guys, if you would like to vote for any guns, it can be any gun that it is. Just please be aware that you can only choose one gun. It can only be a pistol or a main weapon. So guys, this is KWEG episode 1. In this one episode, we had to use the Dragunov. I wasn't giving the attachments, so guys, so I decided to run attachments, proficiency with the ACOG scope and a silencer. That way I can get maximum kills. Well, guys, as you see in the background, I'm picking up enemy guns. This is one of the main things that needs to be done, is that if you haven't already figured out KWEG, I have to kill an enemy. As soon as I'm able to, I pick up the enemy's gun, and then I immediately kill somebody else with their gun, and continue the cycle until I have eventually won this game. Now, guys, this game is quite odd, because it was really an interesting game, because it is the first free-for-all match I've had in many years where, for some reason, instead of it being 8 people, we only had 4. I don't know why, what happened, or anything of that nature, but we were playing, and I got out of one lobby, and then we had 4 people when we started the match, and for some reason we only continued with 4. Yet this game was actually quite interesting, and I was happy to get this game because, believe it or not, guys, the Dragunov is not my strong weapon to KWEG with. So I literally had spent an entire day trying to KWEG until the next day. I given up the day before, and then I did this today, and then I got the gameplay, and I was like, screw it, it's good, it works, and it actually saves me a lot of hassle, guys, because I hate the Dragunov. Not in terms of sniping, because actually, believe it or not, the Dragunov, since the recent update, is actually quite a good gun, but for KWEG, it is not good for me. But today the class was with the Dragunov and the attached perk. I also had Sleight of Hand, Hardline, and Dead Silence Pro. I'm sorry, Steady Aim Pro. This class was suggested by, their name should be posted up right now on the screen. And it was quite interesting because this asshat decided to give me Hardline Pro instead of Quick Draw. Now, I was kind of upset because as a sniper, I'm a very skilled person and I know how to do this job that I need to do. But as you can see right now, using that pistol, I can completely go ham. And look at that, the ACR. I know how to use every single gun, so guys, I'm not afraid to take on any challenge. However, I really would prefer that if you give me a sniper class related weapon, that you allow me to have quick draw with it. I'm not going to limit people to it, but it really just simplifies my job. And also, every week, too, I will not be accepting same gun classes. So if you have a sniper from one week, you cannot choose another sniper next week, but you can choose it the week after. Guys, this is really just to keep life simple, but the series will be premiering every Friday, and it will continue over to Black Ops 2 and other Call of Duty games until we can forward this series and try to get it on Machinima Respawn. But for the meantime, I do hope you enjoy the gameplay, because it was really interesting to play with so few people on free-for-all, because I've been going complete gameplays on my free-for-all mats, because for some reason I find that free-for-all has actually recently turned around a lot, in the sense that when the update happened with the guns, a lot of people turned to a lot of very weird game types that they normally didn't play that they now like. I now notice a lot of people playing Search and Destroy, a couple of them playing hardcore matches, and some of them have been playing Capture the Flag, and it's quite interesting to see that. But and the gameplay here is that with free-for-all, even though it is only 4 people, I've been getting shot so much in the back that for some reason, it's unnatural the amount of times I'm getting shot, because the spawn systems feel almost as if they're broken again, because I spawn and I just get shot in the back. But it was nice to have that kind of bare bones feeling in this match. If you ever played bare bones and then also Team Tactical on Modern Warfare 1, you know what I'm talking about, because that kind of gameplay really simplifies everything, and it brings you back to the sense of you need to be very skilled to fight against and win these people, not who is the fastest, and making sure that they can hold down a position the best. So it is very difficult for me, and as I've talked about this before, in these gameplays, you always notice that I'm a running gunner. I don't sit around for too often, because that's just not my play style. And as you can see right now, I do actually have camping in my blood, but the thing is, I like to patrol an area. I'm not a camper in the sense that I will sit in one area. I will cover major areas for a long period of time if it needs to be that, like, I need to get a kill streak, or I know that enemies are coming, or I just know that it's a good general area for objective gameplay. And as you can see there, that guy is a complete jerk-off. I get a lot of lag during this match, and he takes advantage of it, and he gets me down with that USP, but it was quite interesting to see this gameplay turn out the way it did, because as you can see, I've actually done a lot of blind fires this match, and it was really fun because normally I don't have any luck at all when I'm using the Dragunov, so any blind fire shots I ever take will miss, and I got lucky with about 3 shots this game. But it was pretty interesting, once again, to just say the Dragunov was the gun that actually helped bring me back to the sniping, because believe it or not, when that update came out, I was doing so much work with the ACR and the MP7 that I had completely lost hindsight of it. So because of the Dragunov and the KWEGing stuff, I had actually gone back to using the L118, and it somehow is affecting me right now in these gameplays. So if you have recommendations for the next episode, you are welcome to be voting for them. See, look, once again, I got another blind fire on this guy, and I don't know what he was thinking, but the entire match and someone else from the, like, about half the match were deciding to use their secondary weapons rather than come at me with a real primary weapon, much like this guy, who you would think, you know, maybe an MP5 or even an M16 would be much better to take me down rather than a USP pistol, because I am a force to be reckoned with. And this guy, he got lucky with me, but, you know, these matches are really dedicated to trying to teach people, well, not really teach them, but show them that it's not always the gun that's a matter with you. It's usually your gameplay skill. A lot of people are always saying, oh, this gun's rigged, this is OP, this is too strong, this is too weak, you need to buff this, you need to nerf this, but I don't aim to do that. I aim to say that I'm actually a good player, and I can show to you that every gun is a good gun, regardless if it's a pistol or a launcher. Any kind of gun there is, it's a good one, and you just need to know how to use it. And even in free-for-all, it's really hard to debate this kind of issue with me, because when you're in free-for-all, you have 7 people shooting you at all angles. There's nobody covering you. The only cover you have is a claymore if you're a little camping bitch. So it's interesting to see, you know, a gameplay or a free-for-all matches where people who are actually skilled will be in these matches. As I was saying before, with the free-for-all matches, there are so many skilled players lately that I can't play these matches anymore without getting over 20 deaths, because the people in these matches are so beyond skilled. Like, I mean, as much as you may not see it in this gameplay, believe it or not, that SR guy was actually a force to be reckoned with in the previous matches. And this is something I encourage people to do if you're actually looking to get back into the skill rhythm of everything. You know, you really should go to free-for-all, because it gives you that false sense of security once more. And guys, this gameplay is wrapping up, but when I say false sense of security, you need to know that skill and security and checking your corners is one of the most important thing. But guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode. A better one will be coming up next week, and leave your comment suggestions for next week's weapon choice in the description below. Leave it in the comments section.